Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Gaming News Show. This episode, I decided to go back to using the camcorder. Please comment down below on what you think of me using this camcorder, whether or not you want me to go back to the webcam or not. So, just tell me what you think about it. If you want me to go back to the webcam, I will. If you want me to stick with the camcorder, I'll do that. Anyways, let's get to the games that have come out this week. First off, we have Punchline that was released on October 9th for the PS4, PS Vita, and PC for $50. Punchline is the newest visual novel adventure based on the anime TV series called Punchline, where you play as Yuta Iriditsu, a high school student who faints at the sight of panties after being stuck in a ghost farm. It's up to you to help Yuta get back to his body and solve the mystery of why he causes an asteroid to destroy the Earth every time he gets too excited by his underwear sighting. Yeah, it's that kind of anime game. It's so stupid, but hey, the Japanese developers wanted to make this game, so the game did originally come out already in Japan for the PS4 back in the spring, but now Europe and North America gets this release on October 9th, as well as the past couple of months it was already out on PC and PS Vita. So if you guys are really interested in this, as far as I can tell, they ported it basically for PS4 and whatnot for North America and Europe. But as far as I can tell, the dialogue is still in Japanese. So if you know Japanese, it's a great basically import that was ported for the other regions of the world. So if you want to go check it out, do so. But just warning you, it's basically, as far as I can tell, only Japanese. Next up is another game that came out on October 9th called Disgaea 1 Complete. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce the game, but this game came out for PS4 and the Switch for $50. It is a remaster that celebrates the 15th anniversary of the Disgaea series, where this guy was originally on the PS2, but it got a remaster for a high definition experience that I'm sure the fans of the franchise will definitely want to pick this game up. If you are unaware of this franchise though, it is an anime RPG where you join Laurel, Etna, and Floan in their crazy adventure through the Netherworld to crown a new overlord. So if you're of course familiar with the PS2 game, then you're probably going to end up picking this up. But if not, then why not try it out, as it's a whole new experience. And then the last game that came out that I was interested in, which is the Child of Light Ultimate Edition that came out on October 11th for the Switch. Which, this game, if you're unfamiliar, it did originally already come out in 2014 for the last generation and current generation consoles, where this game takes place in the fictional land of Lemuria. Aura, a child who wakes up in Lemuria after dying from a mysterious illness, must bring back the sun, the moon, and the stars, held captive by the Queen of the Night in order to return home. I technically have this for probably the Xbox One, but I originally got it for the 360 because it was part of Free Games with Gold, I believe, when it first launched and everything. I haven't really touched it more than like maybe the first level, just because I'm not crazy into the combat system of what it is basically making sure you do combos to complete challenges and whatnot as you play. But I literally just never really got into it much. I still have it on console and whatnot. I just need to actually play it. But that's the games for this week. The very first topic for this week is that Xbox has announced Project xCloud. Now, if you remember, the idea has been around for a while that even during E3 2018, Xbox did announce that they were working on a streaming system that would be possible to stream every game that is running on Xbox One to any device. Thanks to the Azure portion of Microsoft, the team at Xbox already had the space needed for physical hardware required for the streaming servers. So they, based off of animation that they showed for the announcement, they showed that the servers are going to be chaining together a bunch of Xbox One motherboards on each specific server rack to make all the processing power possible and much easier than having to run through some sort form of emulation. Also, thanks to the Azure portion of Microsoft, this whole server farm setup they are making will make it possible and capable on 4G networks and pushing against the limits of what's possible on 5G network speeds, which I don't even have 5G, so that'll be interesting to see on what they're capable of doing for that. To control the games, you'll be using either a Bluetooth Xbox controller on whatever device that you use for this Xbox gameplay, or you'll be using touch controls, which they did show prototype touch controls people were using to play certain games and whatnot. In my opinion on the project, though, it is both negative and positive. I hope this project does great things for the future of Xbox, but at the same time, we don't know if Microsoft will make this another paying service that's separate from the Gold membership, or if it'll be part of Gold membership, so it'll just be another great feature. I wouldn't mind playing with the touch controls that are used in this streaming service if it's for simple games like Minecraft or silly arcade games like Pac-Man and Tetris. But when you have people playing games like Gears on the touch controls for the announcement, it's just guaranteed that they were just probably moving around for a bit on the gameplay demo, which was made possible for the camera, as the overlay is just a prototype in itself. So just stick with a controller to make your gaming experience the best it can be. Of course, you gotta remember the big elephant in the room problem is that with all the consumers that hope to be able to play with this feature, they may end up finding out that either their devices can't support the network speeds that the service is trying to do, or that they have met their data cap for the month and pretty much can't do much more with the service until the next month, which really sucks. But of course, there's always also the issue of latency, whether the controls will be instant or if there's going to be some timing problems with this latency. But we will all just have to find out more details on this project when the trials start in 2019. I really hope that the service does well, but we'll just have to wait and find out. The next topic that I'm very happy that was announced during Comic-Con was that during the Walking Dead Comic-Con, Robert Kirkman did say that his company Skybound will be finishing the game of Telltale's The Walking Dead and releasing episodes 3 and 4 to finish Clementine's story. In an interview with Variety, Kirkman did say that his company knew that Telltale was going through financial troubles, but they were still surprised, just as everyone else was, that over 250 employees were laid off without jobs, severance, or health care. Their intent is to finish the game, though, with the original creators. Hopefully that will happen, and I do hope that they bring back the original voice actors/actresses for their roles, because nothing says a game could possibly end up failing more than not providing the people that were fired originally to do what they were trying to do all along, and that is to finish a character's storyline that has lasted for 3 seasons so far, as well as 2 episodes. I really, of course, don't understand why Telltale didn't tell their employees what was happening months in advance, like any formal company usually does in this situation. Although I, of course, am happy still that many studios have been helping out the laid-off workers through Twitter when they're like, let us figure out what we can possibly do with you, but hopefully all ends well with everyone that was laid off from Telltale, and who knows what the heck is up with Telltale in the future of Minecraft Season 3 for Netflix, whether they're going to actually do it, because if a whole lot more people were laid off than what was said at first, who knows what's going to happen with that season. Who knows, we may not even see that season get released until like next summer or something like that. Who knows? The next story I found was on Twitter that Epic Games has announced that after years of the Android version for Fortnite being invite only, that you can download their game without an invite required. All you have to do is go to their website and click download for the Android version, and it'll give you a nice QR code that you have to just scan. To make sure that your device is capable of running Fortnite, you just have to go to their FAQ page on the website to make sure that your device is capable of running Fortnite. I would have thought that, of course, though, the game would officially be released already for devices, but at least they're just one stage away from being on the Play Store on Android. I just wonder how long it'll take for Fortnite to finally go down in viewers and practically be at the same viewership as Minecraft. I do hope that it doesn't fail. I just am tired of seeing it all the time on Twitch and YouTube Gaming as the most popular viewed games, thanks to Ninja. And the last topic that I wanted to talk about, because I saw the games that were releasing having so much storage, is that you're definitely going to need to buy storage for this holiday season, whether you're going to replace your internal storage device or buy an external storage device. You're definitely going to need more storage, because after hearing of Black Ops 4 needing a minimum of 50 gigs for the install alone, plus more than likely an extra 50 gigs for the day one updates, and then any other future updates that are required, you're going to definitely need more storage, as well as it is confirmed that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be requiring 105 gigabytes minimum storage because of how big the game is, and of course the updates that will be required for the future. So of course for these two games, if you still have only a 500 gigabyte system, you'll need to empty half or even 3/4 of that storage device on either console if that's the model you have, or of course buy an external if you don't have the room. But with better quality, hopefully that means that the developers are making a game that has a great story and great gameplay and doesn't just sacrifice everything for the graphics. But if you are like me that likes to keep many games just on the storage device, then I definitely recommend you buying a 2 to 4 terabyte storage device. Just talking about a game that got big over time, like the Xbox One Smash Chief Collection game, where it was just collecting dust on my hard drive until I actually recently, a couple months ago, actually started playing it again, and then the update came out that was more than 100 gigabytes because of the 4K content and then multiplayer fixes that ended up making me have to uninstall both large and small games on the storage device, because there was no way I was going to be able to fill up 100 and something gigs on literally a storage device I had just 10 gigs remaining, so it really sucked. But that is all the stories for this episode, and now it is time for the memes. This first meme that I found is by Sir Cod Eye, and it is captioned "every time," with the picture being a bunch of skeletons, I'm sure in a Halloween store, where when you walk into a dungeon in Skyrim, where yeah, the skeletons are literally prepared to just be like, okay, I'm gonna get out of my coffin and just immediately attack you, basically. So that's just a nice that's a nice meme right there. The next one is a cool one, which is by user Josie, which is captioned, "My manager dressed up for the Black Ops 4 release event today." And the picture is, of course, I'm guessing the manager in a GameStop, where he decided to just cosplay as the cover actor of the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 game cover. So it's just really cool that people are so excited for Black Ops 4. But I am not crazy about it, because it's just Activision and Treyarch just trying to get money from people for being excited for, oh my god, the multiplayer experience, even though there's no story. Like, I don't get it. At least DICE were nice enough to be like, okay, we're still having a story and everything, they just added the extra feature of the Battle Royale mode. Like, they still had the story. I don't know why they decided not to include a story, because of money resources, even though they make millions of dollars a year. It's just ridiculous. But I definitely thank you all for watching this episode. Be sure to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Please tell me what you think about the quality, whether I need to either take care of the zoom quality of the camcorder, or if you want me to go back to the webcam. Just comment that down below whether or not you actually care about that. But what do you think about the project xCloud that Microsoft has announced? Or do you think you'll be buying another storage device for your console, or do you already have one, and how big is it? Just tell me that down below. As well as tell me, are you going to be buying any of the games that have come out this week, or are you just going to save your money for Red Dead Redemption 2 at the end of the month, as well as playing Fallout 76 and whatnot? Are you happy that Epic Games just allows you to now download the Fortnite game for your phone and you no longer need an invite for it? Because that definitely is something gonna definitely increase the fan base on Android more. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are interested in the videos I upload, and hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload as well as live stream. Follow me on Twitter to know any updates on the channel, as well as where I live stream at. Follow my Twitch to know when I stream over there. Thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye now.